What's going on? It's Fireball from Cheap Ass Cooking. Today's actually a special day because one of the things I'm better at cooking is meatloaf. So that's what we're making. We're gonna make meatloaf. I have about 2 pounds of 90-10 ground beef. Gonna smash that, get it nice and flattened out. Gonna put some Italian seasoning. Just sprinkle that in. But today's different. We're going to be making bacon wrapped meatloaf. And those last two things were seasoned salt, garlic salt, and I'm going to put a little bit of taco seasoning because last time I made meatloaf and I put taco seasoning in it, it was surprisingly delicious. Don't really need much, but it goes a long way when it comes to like taco seasoning. I'm not much a fan. I'm personally not much a fan of like spice or anything like that. So, like, I don't put much in the way of that kind of seasoning in it. Anyway, to get it nice and mixed in, might put a little bit more garlic seasoning in this. But just get, like, I just kind of eyeball it. There we go. Mix it in. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think it's 2 pounds. I think it's more of a pound. But got that. Now, just need. I'm gonna cut. All right. Now to open the bacon and then get it ready for the loaf dishes. So I'm just gonna cut. Hopefully that cut. It did not cut all the way through. That's just great. There we go. Gotta get the bacon out. It's not being cooperative. Side. Got a pound of bacon, thick cut bacon. Gonna take one of these. Okay. Spray the inside. That wasn't nearly as much as it looked like. And as you're laying the bacon in, you want to try to have it overlap the edges just a little bit, so that once you have the actual loaf itself in, you can more easily fold it over. But majority, I don't really measure too much stuff, so like this is very much guesstimation and eyeballing. Like the seasoning, yeah, I don't know exactly how much I put, but like you eyeball it and then see how much will fit in here. Start small, press that in. I can easily fit more. Now take some more, press that in. You don't want to fill it all the way out, so you can still fold the bacon over. And now, bacon wrapped meatloaf. And I've still got easily half a pound of bacon. And a glob of ground beef. So what I might No, I'm not gonna make a tiny meatloaf. So I'm gonna cut now, and I'm gonna wash my hands, and I'm going to get the oven preheated. Once it's preheated, I'll cut back. All right, quick cut back in to let y'all know what I did. I decided to put in the rest of the meat that I had and put a couple beauty layers of bacon. The bacon on top will be instead of like ketchup or barbecue. Because yes, I've tried it. Barbecue, like a barbecue glaze on a meatloaf is delicious. I still got like 3 strips of bacon. Don't know what I'll do with that yet, but got the oven preheating. As soon as that's preheated to 350, I'll put the loaf in, cook it for about an hour, and then it'll be done. And I'll cut back when I'm putting it in, and yeah. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna do one last thing before I put it in the oven. That is, I'm gonna put a light glaze of ketchup over the top. The main flavor is supposed to be from the bacon and the seasoning and the meat, but the ketchup, it's just tradition. You always put ketchup or some kind of glaze on your meatloaf, and technically, at least according to the website, you're supposed to put it on the on the underlayer and on the top layer before I folded everything over, but I'm not messing that up. And I literally just now decided I was gonna put ketchup on. I'm just gonna do a quick, there we go. I'm gonna spread that across. Just a light covering of ketchup. Doesn't need much. And the oven is preheated. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I'm gonna take this, bring it with me. All right, set that there. All right, and now that this is in here, we're gonna let it cook for about 50 minutes, which means I'll cut back when the timer is done. All right, the meatloaf just got done. Just turned off the alarm. I'm gonna use this towel to get it out. That smell is amazing. Oh, that's so pretty. That looks amazing. Would you look at this? Once I get it out of the pan and onto the cutting board, you'll have a better view, but just looking at that, it looks great right now. All right, it's time to transfer it from its little cooking dish onto the oh, it shrunk so much, makes it so much easier to get out. Ooh, that's there we go. Onto the cutting board so I can cut it. Ooh. Now, some of the bacon did slide off, but that's to be expected. Now, let's see this. Now, would you look at that? Absolutely beautiful bacon wrapped meatloaf. Still steaming from the oven. Now, the instructions online did say to let it sit for 20 minutes so that the juices don't run. I'm not terribly worried about that because I'm not going to eat all of it tonight. So, like, when I reheat it, all the juices are gonna be gone anyway. So let me cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, quick update. I cut it and it was still pink in the middle a little, so I'm going to place it. I'm not gonna turn the oven back on, I'm just gonna let the radiant heat do its thing. This will cooperate, pick up smoothly. Put the bacon back on, that fell off. Put the chunk that I cut off back in. Lay on these top bits of bacon that I put on. Now I'm not going to turn the oven back on. I'm just going to let the radiant heat inside the oven take care of it. Should only take a couple minutes. Because it was only a little bit pink, I just wanted to be safe. And heck, if it saves me a little bit of juice, cool. If not, no skin off my back. That bacon is delicious. Alright. I figured that should be good so far as time back in. Pull the whole thing out again. It will look no different. And now just need to retransfer. Got that piece that I cut off first. Okay, come on. There you go. The bacon doesn't want to be cooperative. Well, at least on the putting it back on the cutting board. But take a look at that. Nice and wrapped in bacon. Perfect. You know what? On Fireball, this whole meal should cost around between $15 and $20 depending on where you go and like how thick cut you get your bacon. Yeah, living on a budget is fun. Have a good one. Make sure to check out my gaming channel for electronic music, occasionally AI music. I've only done that once though, and primarily gaming. Anyway, have a good one.